What are they saying where you are about this Me Too campaign? Even the big wigs, the fan following, those people who have it are the ones who are in the dock now.
Thank you, Sonal. I come to you from the Women's Christian College with a group of young students here, and we are still waiting for a response from this top lyricist. We are not able to get to him, but we have sent messages to his manager. We expect some kind of response, either in the form of a tweet or a statement. And let's talk to these young students what they think about this V2 campaign. Do you think it's good or bad in the long run?
I think the Me Too campaign is definitely good in the long run because it helps to instill a sense of fear in future perpetrators of crime that there will be one day where they are exposed for it. And also, a lot of women do not get a lot of support from their family when they admit to the fact that they have been abused. In which case, the Me Too campaign becomes a form of getting support for them from strangers, even though they are strangers on the internet.
How about you?
It's a very essential campaign because the Me Too campaign provides a concrete platform for people to discuss their issues openly. A single voice will not be heard, but this validation helps them talk about it easily.
The magnitude appears to be appalling.
Yes, actually, everyone had a vague idea that things like this do happen, but the sheer number of cases that have come out as a result of the campaign is really astounding. And I think especially when people in much larger platforms such as Hollywood or even any form of media come out with their stories, it makes it easier for people from all walks of life to come out with their stories, and it gives them that confidence as well.
Let me play the devil's advocate. Will this also backfire in a sense that women may not be the most wanted when it comes to recruitments in various industries or organizations?
I feel it definitely will because of the number of cases that are coming up from against reputed institutions. They might be, they might avoid recruiting women because women essentially mean problem.
But then again, if you look at women as victims, there is also the other side of looking at men as perpetrators, which means there will be lesser opportunities for them also. Companies might be reluctant to employ them for fear of having perpetrators with them. Not saying it will happen, but...
Very, very interesting. Is there a clear understanding of the definition of sexual harassment? Are personal issues, likes and dislikes, being hyped as sexual harassment now?
Personal issues have been this with the momentum that this campaign or this movement has gained, this certainly the advantage rests with the victims as they have an opportunity to channel their personal vendettas or their conflicts towards the accused or the perpetrators, and the perpetrators are at the dangerous end as they could lose their careers, they could have difficulties in their...
Do you have a clear understanding of the definition?
Yes, I do have a clear definition of understanding, especially of harassment as it's been put out, especially with the Me Too campaign in workplaces as well as even in daily life, in commuting. Yeah.
Is it, in a sense, unfair also? You're not giving the other alleged perpetrator a chance to defend. You're instantly condemning someone as a sexual harasser.
Definitely, but then I do think when you're called out somewhere, you do have the option of either coming to the same platform with your defense or letting people know publicly. So it's not as if it does give them a small disadvantage because they get called out first and people verbally abuse them first, but it also does give them the chance to come and make their side clear.
How do you respond to some critics who say those who choose to report this now are those who have accomplished, who have achieved a certain level of position?
That is certainly there, but then it's also an established fact that unless you have a certain standing in an industry, nobody will hear you. A newcomer cannot make an allegation on anybody in an industry to be heard, to be taken seriously. It takes time for a person to be established in order to be validated, to be credible and to be heard.
Thank you so much for your time. So interesting perspective, Sonal, but for this specific case of the allegation made by this well-known vocalist, we are waiting for a reaction yet from the well-known lyricist. Yes.